Playback.
Now, they could not call CCO Radio where I work. They could not call Care 11. They could not call the Star Tribune, but they call us. And so we get over there. Georgia's already there. Tracy's people are there. Batala's people are there. And we're looking at these cell phone videos, and now we know the truth. And who is going to tell the truth of Black people? We are. Who is going to speak out and say this happened to George Floyd? Who is Darnella Frazier going to call? She's going to call me. She's going to call Tracy. She's going to call Batala. She's going to call Georgia because she can trust us. And we are the ambassadors and the storytellers of our community. And if we cannot survive and thrive from corporate support, then those stories are going to disappear. That's where we come in and tell the stories that mainstream media will overlook. I was at CCO Radio and applying for jobs and kept getting turned down. And I looked on the wall, and after 97 years, they had never hired a Black woman to be in prime time. And I was fighting for a seat at the table like you, Georgia, and then realized, you know what? I'm just going to have to build my own. So like Georgia, I had to create ShelettaMakesMeLaugh.com. And I had to go to Tracy and go to Al to figure out, how do I create this Black-owned podcasting platform? What do I need to do? Who do I need to connect with? And the main thing that kept coming up is the lack of corporate support. With all the Fortune 500 companies they have in Minnesota, the lack of sustainable support is embarrassing. Don't come around here for MLK Day, Juneteenth, and Black History Month and drop off $300-400 or $4,000 or $5,000 when we got 12 months out of the year where we need the support that you say you have for us, especially after George Floyd died. I can't tell you how many people call me and want to get on my podcasting platform. But then when we start talking about supporting it financially or ad buys, they would rather give me tickets or put my logo on their website. I've had people want to come on, and then when I call them back about support, they don't want to support it. And they basically told me, we don't have the money for advertising. And then I look up and they've got a commercial somewhere else talking about racial diversity and inclusion with a white-owned media outlet. But then you stop laughing at them, Georgia, because we telling the truth. They don't want all this truth at the Center for Economic Inclusion. I'm just sit back in my chair because we just going to break it down today. If you're not going to do anything, don't say anything. After George Floyd died, so many companies put out these news releases saying, we support BIPOC businesses. We're going to support small businesses. But in particular, Target and General Mills said they were going to use 2% of their advertising budget with Black-owned media outlets. We are a family. We're calling each other. Did you hear about that? I'm calling Target. I'm calling Target. I'm calling General Mills. One by one, we did it the way it's supposed to be done. We presented our media kits. Our marketing team went to them. And you know what we got? Nothing. I thought surely they would have used the motto, charity begins at home, and started donating to the Black media outlets here in town. And nobody has received any of the ad buys that they promised after George Floyd died. They put out the news releases. They said they were going to do it. And then nothing happened. And then none of our local white media turned around and said, where are the receipts? Where's the money? When they put out the news release saying they were going to do 2% of their ad buys, they could have said where that money was going. They didn't say anything because they hadn't planned on doing anything.